we're at a range where we can shoot the 22 into the air and alert him. Let's do that. 04150. He's broadside. Well guys, we are officially here. Askiy Ridge Early Access, the official release comes June 17th on all platforms, and might I suggest grabbing a coat, bundling up, it might be summer. But we are hunting out here in the snow, and I'm super excited for this opportunity. As always, a huge thank you to Expansive Worlds for the chance to hunt this map in Early Access. We're going to be heading all around, testing out the new gun, hunting the new species, and all that stuff, and we'll see if we can find anything cool along the way. And by the way, I love the looks of this. A Misk Lodge? I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. I really like the little sign though, and the lodge is super cool looking. A couple little things of housekeeping, by the way. You can see we're wearing the new clothing that can be purchased in the clothing section for 12,000 in-game cash. I also grabbed the new 3030. That is 5,000 in-game cash, or you can earn it through the missions for free. We're going to set up with loadout stuff, and we should be good to go. And already, we've got one of the new species, the northern pintail. They're landed out here just kind of over there on the shore. Kind of tough to see anything in particular. That guy has a slightly better estimate. They're about 150 out. So let's grab our 22. Perhaps we want the hunting HUD on so we can see what we're zeroed for. I think that would be a common hen. I'm not super familiar with pintail hens. I know what the drakes look like decently, but let's get that. Gonna shoot that just in case because it has a leucistic widgeon look to it, just in case. And our first two new animals are down. So first things first, our Drake first kill on the new map is a gold northern pintail. Got him in the lung at 150. Their models are really nice. Like, pintail in real life are a very pretty cool looking bird, and I think they've captured that very well here. We might tax that. I think I will, just for the sake of being able to look at it in the lodge with like the wings open and stuff for the poses. And we've got our hen, which is lying under the snow. Brown, which I'm going to guess is a common plumage. And something I want to highlight right away. You see the trails we're leaving through the snow? That is something you do have to make sure you turn on. So if we go into the video settings all the way at the bottom, that can be turned on down there. It really just adds the immersion. And I love to see it just as we go along, we see our tracks and our little trail in the snow. Got a mountain goat up there. Now that's a female. They've got redone true horns though. So, still going to go ahead and go for that. I definitely want to get a male at some point. But not only do they have the redone true horns, they also have just generally improved models, and I think they look a lot better. The faces just have the correct shape and stuff. We'll take a closer look up there, and I think as we go up here, the snow might not be quite as deep, so we may not see the snow trail of where it went through. But maybe we can get a look at the model and stuff. Yeah, it looks like the snow's just a little less deep up here. Maybe there is. Yeah, there is a snow trail. Oh yeah. You can see where they went. That is cool. I love to see that. I think, you know, it just adds so much more immersion, and it's gonna be a little thing to catch your eye as you're going along. Like, oh, something went through there. You might not see a track, but the trail is there, and that'll indicate not only did something go through, but something went through not long ago. That is so cool. I don't know how it died that way with its head twisted around, but the snow, like, on top of it is really neat looking. Really cool looking animal. So I don't know much about the true score of, like, the prior mountain goat scoring. I'm guessing the true score is the same, it's just sort of the design and stuff of the horns has changed. Pretty good looking nanny mountain goat. So, that's the main things. I definitely want to get like the new species and the remodel species by the end of today's hunt. The plan is going to be to get at least one of all those, and there's one of the new ones, Manitoban elk right up ahead here. How is he right there and we couldn't see him? Just starting to take off. It's a level 3. Look at that mule kick. I don't think we made a great shot. We were probably just a little bit far forward. Maybe we can get some kind of follow-up. It's not like it's going to be hard to see him running across the snow. Definitely did not smoke him with the 375. That got another hit, and his health was starting to drop anyway. That should bring him down. Maybe could have done a little better for our first elk, but I don't know where he was at. He was just perfectly out of sight. And finally, there he lays up there on the side of the mountain, snow coming down. I'm super excited to try to find some animals while it's snowing because we know the snow will accumulate on their backs, and apparently it does it on dead animals too. I didn't know that. That's really cool. And you can then see it in the harvest. Wait, hold on. Yeah, it's 100% the same as you can see with him laying there. That's really interesting. Now, it definitely was not snowing when we shot him, but it does appear in the harvest screen. I guess maybe if it's snowing when they go down. We were too far forward, second shot too low. That is super cool. I can't believe that. Man, if it could show up in the lodge, I'm going to tax that just in case. I don't know if that's ever a thing, but man, some like snowy mounts could be really neat. You can see too, I mean, this is like a cold climate and stuff. You can see the weight and like the extra fur and everything that it would take just to survive in this model. Super cool antlers with like the forks and stuff, unique as far as elk go. We need to find more of them and make a better shot, but it's brought us up here to a really cool spot. As the snow is coming down, you can just see, and of course the snow stopped as we got over here. You can just see everything, all the accumulation on the trees. Really nice look at that massive mountain over that way. This map, I mean, something that really needs to be appreciated is the detail that went not into just the animals, the models and stuff, but the snow, the sounds of walking through the snow, like trudging through deeper snow, you can hear the difference. It's really impressive, the level of detail. And we finally have a couple of snow geese, some level 3s in there. That seems to be the best one we see. I hope they're going to go in late. I didn't bring anything setup-wise. Even more of them. Nothing huge just yet. I'm going to try to keep an eye on them. There's sort of a big opening over there. Maybe they'll try to drop down. Okay, they are. And I think we'll be able to see them. No, they're just behind that little ledge. That one we can. That male's kind of working his way back. And I thought the other male was, like, yeah, that one. 3 kilo. So he should be higher scoring. That's 330 meters. But if we 0 for 150 and get this just right, that's the one. We need to be, that'd be 200, 250, 300. Something like that. Oh, just over him. There we go, that hit him. He's gonna take off, and we might want to keep an eye on him because that was really far and didn't hit him super great. I bet he goes out of render, and just hopefully it still brings him down. He's dropping, it's gonna get him, but we're gonna have to go and find him. Ooh. Man, we got more mountain goats up there. Are any of those males? I think they're all females. That is so cool though, right up there on the ridgetop like that. Snow geese flying down over. That one looks to be the biggest. Of course, gonna stand behind the other one. Maybe if we can get a shot at one of those. I think we're going up there or near that direction for where our goose went down. That one's not too bad either. Tree kind of blocking the vitals, just gonna fall down right there. Not too bad. I really like the looks of those. So our snow goose track, we do have some blood here in the snow, so we should be able to find it. There it lays right there heading up to where our mountain goat is. And snow geese are really, really cool. I can't wait to see the rares and stuff for these guys. But even just the commons, if we can climb up here, just have a really neat look to them with like the black feathers on the wings. Really, I mean, they captured the model for snow geese extremely well. Right down to the eyes, the beak, the feet, everything looks so, so good. So that's a silver at 3.28. That's the white morph, which I think is going to be your common snow goose. Hit it in the foot at 336. That will work. And we have a mountain goat that we might have to play mountain goat to go and get. She is down right there. I really hope we start to get some snow soon because I want to see more of that. It was really cool to see with the elk, but as I said, it wasn't snowing when we shot it. I feel like the biggest difference, by the way, is this angle back at the top of the horns. You're seeing that with the females for sure. Gotta find some males and see if that's the case. But look, the hooves are so much bigger. Shaggy fur like at the back legs, even at the front legs. More on the face, I think, like around the chin. Just, it brings those animals to life. And I've said it before as well. I really think some of the older maps are going to be brought to life as well because of just the amount of animal remodels and how many maps that'll affect. That is a Dusky grouse. Long shot happening again, but yet another new species. That one's in the 250 range. That's a little more like it. That one's going nowhere. Tail up. They're a cool little bird. I'm excited for those too. And I hope there's going to be rares. Because I can only imagine the models from what we've seen in like the strutting image that they posted. Very, very cool. And I mean, come on. Like this view up here is amazing. I think that's those same female mountain goats warning calling. So we're not going to worry about them. But not only the fact that there are like the views like this, there's a outpost or lookout or something, by the way. There's animals up here, like a lot of these, let's call them more remote areas on other maps. There's not a lot of times many animals to hunt. We've had 3 different species here just in the last couple of minutes, way up high and out of the way. Slate gray for this guy, by the way, 128 scoring gold. Diamond is 151, so that's like barely a gold. Good to know what we're looking at for as far as weight and stuff. Yeah, cool looking models like the feet, the little like orange eyebrow thing. A lot of other grouse have like a red, but dusky grouse are more of an orange color. Not bad. I don't know where that was, but that was a woodland caribou? Sounded like it was over on the right somewhere. Just gonna kind of get down. I really want to see him, and it's snowing. If we could get that in the snow, that'd be incredible. Kind of the geese coming down, by the way, they got a remodel, so I do want to get a look at those. Okay, found him, and it is a male. I actually saw the outline for just a second, but we're super in here close. Oh, not a bad one. He's level 4. It's a shame we can't see through there, but I don't know that we're ever going to get eyes on him and also bring him down. So what we can do is scoot on through here and take a look with the fallen snow at our first woodland caribou. And we've already gotten a look at the models, but I mean, just look at these things. The fur coming down from the neck, really the hooves are such a huge improvement. Faces, everything, big improvement. You can see the snow on his back. That is awesome in the harvest screen. I mean, it looks so good for a caribou. Especially up like in a cold climate like this. That is super neat. I feel like they got the nose perfect. Faces are so much better than the ones that we used to have over on Yukon. By the way, the Grant's caribou, those ones over on Yukon, also got a model redo. We'll take a look at that sometime down the road. That is awesome. Man, you know what? Maybe, if we can find something worthy of going back to the Trophy Lodge for today, maybe we can see the old ones in the Trophy Lodge. Maybe our chance at Manitoban elk redemption is potentially laying right in front of us. There's a 3 there, another 3, all 3 of them level 3s. I knew there had to be a better one. We had a higher track. That guy looks way bigger, thicker tines. You can really see it like compared to, I guess it's a 3 behind him. The thickness of the tines, the difference with like the forks and stuff at the back. That's a cool looking elk. Let's get the 375 and let's make a better shot. Maybe we'll try to get 2 of them. Go between the antlers of that guy. Try to get him as well. The mule kicks are so good. I mean, it's so cool to see that finally come to the Hunter Call of the Wild. The old, like, holy, what is that? That's a oh my god. 463 minimum? Did you see the antlers on that? Where was he? Oh my goodness. He had to be standing right in front of us and I didn't see him. Oh my, okay. Well, that completely threw me off. What was I saying? Something about, oh, the old, like, legs buckle animation of hitting things seems to be long gone. Boy, do I not care about that right now. That looked unbelievable. Okay, quick look at these guys. Man, do I hope it snows. Please snow. Okay, 347 gold for that guy. Double lung, just kind of far forward because we had to shoot in front of the other elk. That looks great. Dark fur. We have this guy. A little smaller one, 286. Look at the neat, like, antlers, though, for a younger bull. Shorter tines there as you come down to the brow tines. That is really cool. Okay, let's take our time. He was right there. And we're going to go and try to bring down... I didn't even look at the diamond requirement. I gotta think, good chance of potential diamond. Those antlers looked so cool. Oh, he was right there, too. Like, right next to that brush. I can't believe we didn't see him. I'm hoping he's going to start to work back. That's why we're going slow tracking him. The wind is good, though. Oh my goodness. That looks like a great one standing out there. Are you kidding me? Look at the size of that. There's a max estimate 4. And that, oh my, is a level 5. If that's not a diamond Manitoban elk, I will be shocked. Look at the size of that guy. That's unreal. And then this poor little dude standing next to him. That's amazing. I wish I had a call or something. And it's gonna snow. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, well, clearly we got to make this happen. We're at a range where we can shoot the 22 into the air and alert him. Let's do that. 04150. He's broadside. That should be a smoke shot. He's going down. I can't believe it. It started snowing right when we got here. So, we saw with, it was the last hill. We need to, it already stopped. Jeez. We need to hopefully get to him before all the snow melts away. Because, man, I really want to see that in the harvest crate. I can't believe, that is maybe the craziest looking potential diamond of a new species we've ever encountered. He's laying right over there. The snow is still there. Oh, got kind of like tangled up in the brush too. Are you actually serious? Look at those antlers. That is so cool. Super unique. I want to get a screenshot from this side too, showing all the snow. I mean, seriously, that looks like a great one sitting there. It's going to snow more, so we can probably take our time with photos. What a way to drop. That's like, I mean, we couldn't ask for anything better. Maybe some sunlight, but man, to be held up like that, incredible. Okay, so I don't see any more snow coming down. Let's grab this guy. Do we have our first Alberta diamond? 484 diamond Manitoban elk. We do. Diamond's 457. He's not even max weight. Max weight's 450. I mean, that's like, that is one of the coolest looking antlered animals we've ever taken in the Hunter Call of the Wild. Just the uniqueness, the mass that runs through those beams, the brow tines are enormous. I could see like the giant beams taken off. That's what caught my eye. Look at the mass up here though, like the big forks going to the back. Oh, and with the snow on, like how did that happen? That's amazing. What a bull. So we got our redemption on Manitoban elk, and then very quickly, the tide turned to chasing this guy, 484.89. They get big. If you were wondering, they get really big. 375 diamond Manitoban elk. Wow. That is awesome. Got him taxed. We will be heading back to the trophy lodge to take a look at that guy for sure. I'm in shock. I can't believe that just happened. Are those beavers? They are beavers. Look at them all. Just saw one dived underwater there. Level 4 female. Level 3 female there. It might be time to crack out the La Perrier 3030. So it's got a 4-round capacity, and we may be launching 4 rounds at these guys as soon as we get into a decent range. So it does zero the same as the Whitlock 3030 out to 150 meters, but with the Odin scope, and I kind of think a faster fire rate, we should be able to do just a little bit better, and definitely we want to try to get that one. And now it's probably a good time to mention it. The river itself seems to have a lot of obstacles. We're having to go way out and around just to get to them, but I mean, I guess I get it on one hand, they're gonna have to swim underwater and stuff. I hope there's some crossings somewhere. I think there's actually even more of them swimming this way. And they've kind of moved over towards the shore, which might help us. Look at them just swimming around doing their thing. Okay, that one's alert. And it, wait. Oh, those are ducks, okay. So let's try to get that. I hope the water doesn't stop the shot. Oh, she's gonna climb onto the land. That probably helps us. The only thing is, we do want to get a vital shot. Now she's turning. They go quick. I think we got her. I don't know about the other one. Moose taking off. There's a crossing on the river. Whole bunch of moose down here. I don't see any floaters just yet, so I'm not exactly sure we made some smoke shots, but I know the 4 is going to go down. And maybe some better shooting is in order. I still don't see any sign of the other one going down, and there's not much hunting pressure. So, this one... Oh, we shot her too far back. It was pelvis intestines. I did think we maybe aimed high. Reddish brown fur, 28.89, diamonds 30.4, so that wasn't bad. 32 kilo. I think that was the max weight estimate. That is going to be the max that I would imagine. Cool little models. I wish we didn't mess that one up. We'd probably tax it, but I imagine we can find some more. Got some snow falling down. Those moose do seem to be a little bit confused over on that crossing, but I think we can at least cross there. Gathering zone. So this is going to be where they, like, carry the branches and stuff. You can see some chewed trees around here. And they were feeding over there, so I guess there's kind of two different things they'll do. That was a 10 animal zone, though. And that certainly adds up with how many we saw. So there's another one. By the way, there's the beaver dam out there. Got two more, in fact. Cool to see, though. And I think it is just these two. So let's try this again. Maybe see if we can make a better shot. And I think we'll just try to get one. That's a little more like it. That one's going nowhere. So as long as we get the shot to hit where we're trying to, no problem at all. And there's zones and tracks everywhere here. There's clearly a ton of them. I wonder if more than, let's say, the 10, like, live in this area. I wonder if it's, like, multiple sort of groups of them. There we go. Okay, 24.01 for that one. Double lung turret. That, I mean, the 30-30 does a number on them. If you get them through the lungs, not too bad. We'll look at the, like, swimming animation, the tail and everything. They have no idea what's coming. I will leave it at that. But they don't know what is about to hit them later on. Now, finding it might be another matter, but we have a max estimate gray wolf track here. Looks like maybe a couple of them traveling together. But we know they got that redo. I can't wait to see them up close. If we get lucky, maybe they'll attack us. But if we can just get eyes on them, I'd be happy enough with that. Oh, I hear angry wolves. They're on their way down. There's a 6. That looked had like a brownish color to it. Another 6. I still don't see the big one. Okay, they're just that same, like, common brown. Where is the max estimate wolf? We know, oh, there he is. He's a big 7. We know you can end up shooting them and, you know, they'll flee before you harvest every last one of them. I mean, the improvement from the old wolves to this. Let's make sure we get that guy. They're still aggressive. Oh boy. And maybe, God, look at those guys. Maybe, if you shoot them instead of paying attention to how good they look, you got a better chance of survival. Oh, that was cool. Okay. Are they, now they're still here. That one's gonna go down. Look at the color, right? I mean, that is incredible. So well captured. Which fur is this? This is the brown fur. That's gotta be my favorite. They look so good, like the white up around the neck, the brown underneath, still gray like at the top. I mean, the face too. Look at the canines. That is a cool looking wolf. I'm so happy with the furs, and like I said, the brown fur in particular. I think our mythical may have been that, I'm not sure. This one is the gray fur. So, quite similar really, but the brown underneath isn't nearly as obvious. That guy was a 36 scoring gold. We have 2 laying here. Actually, I'm not sure. This was the level 6. Not bad, like a lot of dark fur around the tail. And yeah, our max estimate 7 was indeed the brown fur. That looks super nice. I mean, man, it is so cool to see these old animals brought to life with the remodels. That was top tier. That is a sound, ooh, and a sight that I've been waiting to see. There is your look at the new biggest animal in the game in terms of maximum weight. 1,350 kilo for that wood bison. It's a level 4, and if he'll maybe give us some kind of shot through the trees, he's gonna spin back that way. There's a tiny tree perfectly blocking his heart. If he walks to the right, maybe we can get a shot. The horns look pretty darn good as well. He's up to 163. Going back down over the hill. The wind is just terrible. So I really want to get a shot at him. He's kind of coming back up here. I want to get a shot while we can see him. I think this is going to be our chance. Maybe I just can't pick a direction. Okay, right through there. He's calm. Spun a little bit and went aggressive. Looks like he's going down. So 375 doing the job. I'm going to be curious. Boy, that might be full quick kill. That did a heck of a job. But their models, I mean, compared to what we have in the Plains Bison over on Silver Ridge Peaks in Yukon Valley, Euro Bison, I mean, completely different kind of look to them. The fur on top of the head and stuff is just, it's so cool to see that come to the Hunter Call a lot as well. Would have loved to have gotten them in the snow. Look at those horns though. Like you can see the cracking in the wear like we got on the true horns for the Euro and Plains Bison. That is super nice. The eyes, just the face looks just perfect. What do we have for this guy? What? Whoa, 158 diamond? A level 4? Are you kidding me? Long liver stomach. Our first wood bison is a diamond. Are you actually serious? Look at the size of the horns. I mean, they're huge around, like the thickness and the mass of those. Dude, what the heck? Like the two biggest animals, Manitoban elk and wood bison, we've gotten diamonds of. That's awesome that level 4 is making it for them as well. 1,214 kilo. That's 135 below max? That is crazy. Diamond wood bison, diamond Manitoban elk on our first hunt. We're gonna have some insane trophy lodge edition to do. I mean, the model for these, they look so good, especially front on where you can see the horns curling around. That is ridiculous. I can't believe we just stumbled into that. So, crashing back down to earth just a little bit with some pronghorn here. Oh man, there's a whole bunch of them. They got a redo as well as, like the mountain goats, some changes to their true horns. Might try to get a couple of them. They're just far enough away that if we back up a few steps, I think we can get away with 2, but where can we see to get this guy? Because that one's, it might be the best of them. Maybe we just go for that. We're going to use an ethical weapon for one, so back to the La Perrier we go. Every time we get lined up, he just takes a step. He was getting ready to take off, so we had to go for that. Check out that kick on that. That looks really nice with the prongs, so they are taking off, but 30-30 is going to take him down pretty quickly. That's like not even a huge 4, and I swear that looked almost like what the diamonds did in the past. I mean, there's a whole bunch out there yet. Those are nervous. So they heard that, but I don't think they're the same ones. That guy's casually coming back. None of them are huge. I guess in that case, let's just get the one that is moving back our way. Gives us more opportunity to compare. I don't know what... For one, I don't think we got him good, but I don't know what he was doing. He is going down. Hey, let's see what the shot did. More importantly, though, with our bigger one, there's the trail where he ran through. Got the blood back there. What are we looking at for this guy? Nice big curl. Look at the faces, though. And again, it's the same as like the wood bison. The eyes are just super realistic. That really does make the animals come alive. And they've been doing stuff like that with the eyes for maybe a couple of years now with animals, but man, for the wood bison and pronghorn, it stands out. That's a, wait, 95 gold. Look at the dark fur with like that on the nose and stuff. Super big improvement. Diamond is way different. Diamond's 108. It used to be 96 or 98. So they're going to have to be larger in general to make diamond. And you can see too, the horns aren't like that jet black color anymore. They're sort of a brownish gradient to them. They look really nice. I'm excited to see some of our diamond pronghorn in the lodge too. 30-30, 124 meters, double lung. That was 89% quick kill, so not bad. Curious what happened on this one then, because I thought our shot was fine. By the way, a whole bunch more just walking along there. Now I did see back there vital blood, so this is going to be interesting. Is this... I don't think that's the dark fur. It does have the really dark patch on the nose. No, it is. 74 scoring silver. That was single lung and 0% quick kill. So there's a clear difference in performance there. And when their horns aren't quite as large, maybe not as impressive, but you can really see the true horn's influence here. Like where the prong is different. The hooks are completely different. This one bends out way more. Not too bad. I like them. Hope we can find some better ones of those. And as we move along here, we should be, I'd imagine, running into wood ducks down in this area. Now, we do have some more wood bison out here. Are there any males? One level 2. I feel like we should have had that first. There was something weird about getting introduced to wood bison with a diamond. Another pronghorn out there. That guy, I guess he's just going right back to feeding. So Let's try to maybe get his attention. Now he's facing straight away from us, so moving around it will be harder to get him to go alert. The other ones have gone alert, so he's gonna move. Completely different with the horns, by the way. Lighter colored. Okay, heart shots work. You can see they weren't nearly as massive. They didn't curl around, obviously, because he's only level 2. The horn coloration, that was really interesting to see the difference. Some of the females may be bigger than he was. That one's 95 to 104. I want to see what this guy scores. And you see it up close there too with the lighter colored horn? Their faces are so well modeled. I mean, the same thing with the eyes and stuff. It breathes life into them, having the eyes that realistic. He was 104. Gold's 131, not even close to that. Heart and double lung. Their heart sits really far forward, by the way, so that's good to know. Not bad at all. That's a solid looking one. There's a outpost up this way. You can see the sun setting. Probably will rest to morning. That I think will make trying to find wood ducks easier. And as far as new species go, wood duck should be the final one that we haven't encountered. As I say that, some flying right overhead there. I think we still should be fine to go ahead and rest. We could try to get that. I can't imagine we're gonna hit it. Suppose we'll give it a shot. Or a couple of shots. But pretty much expected. We're gonna need to go and find some that are maybe landed. There we go, got that one. That should have been a drake. Good thing it didn't land on top of that lookout, but we've made it to the lodge. But we managed to drop one out of the sky. I still want to, try and get some off the water or even off a land just up close. Get a better look at him than what we just had. He is laying right up there, but wood ducks in terms of waterfowl, maybe the most excited I've ever been for a new waterfowl species. Now, he's kind of laying in the snow. I don't know how much we'll get to see. There we go. We can use that snow deformation to get a better look at that. I mean, look at that face model. That twig is kind of blocking it. The feathers, like that really cool kind of crest they have. Red colored eyes. Really cool looking bird. So that is the standard variation. That's an interesting name. I guess that's akin to the old, common that we used to have. 106 meters, the iridescence on those feathers. I mean, beautiful Drake wood duck. 616 gold, diamond is 670, good to know. We'll rest, move down through here, and see if we can find any that are maybe down on the ground. So it took a little enticing, aka decoys, but we've got some coming down here to land. I think, man, their sounds are so cool. I think that's the same plumage as the last one. This guy looks just a little bit different to me. Oh, we had to wait till he was getting ready to take off, and we got that shot. I'm fairly sure that'll be some other plumage type. They're super neat, though. I mean, those sounds they make, nothing else in the Hunter Call of the Wild waterfowl-wise really even, compares. So he's sort of floating under the water for some strange reason, but that's the dark plumage. Look at that. We got him just as he was ready to take off the water. Such a cool looking bird. I can't wait to try to get a diamond for the lodge, and rares for these. I mean, I can only imagine with the unique models and stuff. That's something I'm super excited for. Just barely hit him there on the side of the chest, but that now means we have one of every new species taken down. There are a couple more remodeled species to try to go after, and that we'll have to go back to the north for. I think he's by himself, but got another aggressive wolf here. Just gonna scoot out. Maybe we'll go with the LaPerrier 3030 for this. Not gonna lie, that's the first time I've seen the open sights. They're kind of nice. Still not able to land a hard shot with it, but not too bad. 2 shots brought him down pretty quickly. I like that. We might mess with some open sight 3030 hunting down the road, but a little 37 scoring gold, double lung both times. So clearly quite underpowered for wolves, but at least if you get 2 shots, it'll work pretty good. And finally, we get our first look at the newly remodeled Bighorn. Not only the models, but the horns as well. I mean, the improvement is stunning. They look so good now. So let's grab the 30-06. That's 240 meters or so. That should drop right in there. And, don't do that. Get out of there. There we go. Okay, no floating necessary. We can run our way around. Now, once again, the river is just deep everywhere. We had to go all the way over here for a crossing, but look at that bighorn. That is what we've been waiting to see in the Hunter Call of the Wild for so many years. All the way down to the end of the horn. The annuli rings look so much better. Just everything on this is a million times better. 160 gold. Oh, and diamond's now 196? That's a huge jump. Look at the size of the heart on that. Did it used to be that way? I don't think so. So I think their organs got to change too. That might be too much, but I don't know. I'm not familiar with Bighorn anatomy. Maybe they have giant hearts to be able to, you know, survive at such altitudes and stuff. Regardless, you can see the true horns happening there. That horn flares out a lot more. What an improvement. That is so good to see. And I think we need mule deer still and Canada geese. So mule deer drink soon. Let's see if we can get a goose setup going. So go figure. Can't find any Canada geese to save our lives right now, but there's a couple of stud mule deer bucks. That's a level 4 up to 315. That's a 4 up to 285. And their redo is right there with the Bighorn. The old mule deer models weren't necessarily like as poor, let's say, but man, these things look realistic to me. I love the faces, what they've done with that. Just really nice looking deer, and they fit so well here on Alberta. Again, like a little stretching animation there. Before we talk about that, let's get the mule kick. Love to see that. Looks like he's going absolutely nowhere, but again, they've got like the thicker fur kind of look to them. They just fit right in among the snow. Man, if we had more sunlight right now coming through the trees, look at this guy. I'd get you every single time. Those warning calls for the black bear are crazy, but just, I mean, again with the eyes, even the little marking down there on the lower jaw, everything about these mule deer look so good. That guy's a 304. I mean, that's a really nice one. 312 is diamond. Got the little kickers there. Really good looking buck. And another thing, hopefully soon, we'll see some of the older ones in the lodge. So we need a Canada goose. I know we saw some when we were after the beavers down here, so I would think that's the area to go. So finally, we have some Canada geese circling here. A couple of them are alert, but you can really see the difference even just in the sky. They're a lot kind of darker looking, and I'm curious to get a better look up close, but I would like to get that big 4 wherever he's at. Anyone that offers a shot opportunity, though, especially with him being, I don't even know where, we'll go for. They're coming down from this side, so let's pick one and get ready to go, because I think they're going to land pretty darn close to us. That certainly looks to be the case, so we'll get on this one. And we'll take it to that. Maybe we can get that one as well. And I want to show you something with the snow packing. I realized this. It really is like specific to the movement. If we watch when we crawl slowly, the left part will deform first, and then the right part as our hands hit it. I thought that was really impressive. I was laying here a million times trying to call in geese, so we had plenty of time to mess around with that. I just thought that was quite neat. So let's grab that. Let's deform some snow and take a look at the newly remodeled Canada goose. Like I said, the feathers are a little bit darker, way more detail like along the back. The wings look nice. Again with the eyes, like they really look so good. So that's the gray brown. Look at it in the harvest screen too. Definitely a difference, and I would say definitely an upgrade. So we got that one. I have no idea what this one is that we shot. That was a little bronze female taken off. Gray brown once again, and all the remodels, all the new species, everything looks so darn good. It is finally time, at long last, to head back to the trophy lodge and take a look at our new trophies. And I think, let's go to the main lodge first, but we're gonna have to make a couple of different trips. And by the way, just looking at the mule deer already, that big mellow we have, look at like the thick neck and stuff. That's an excellent looking mouth. Really love to see that. I'm trying to decide where in the world to put this stuff. I kind of think what we could do is remove, man, do I want to take down an albino Cape Buffalo? Maybe not. Let's go back this way. We do see, by the way, there is the Grant's caribou. That's the one from Yukon Valley. Really love to see that. Just, man, what an upgrade. The old caribou versus those, it is no contest. Okay, let's take down this diamond plains bison, and in its place, we'll do the light brown diamond wood bison instead. Look at the horns on that. I mean, just super thick, like massive horns. The models look so good. That is awesome. Not too bad there. Okay. Then, I want to put our diamond elk somewhere like really front and center. I kind of have a thought that I want to take down this diamond moose. It's our only 300 scoring diamond moose, but maybe we replace it with the diamond Manitoban elk because, I mean, just the incredible antlers on these guys. That is so cool. Now, it doesn't appear that there's any snow in the lodge. I didn't really think there would be, but if we could somehow toggle that on and off for the mounts, that could be kind of cool. And let's do maybe something like that. That clips through the wall, though. Not a terrible problem to have when your diamond is so large that it doesn't fit in all the different poses. Look at that. That is so, so good. Okay, next thing I want to do is take a quick look at the new multi-mounts, which I haven't actually done yet, so we need to find them. We have this one, Live, Love, Log. Those are 2 North American beavers. We didn't tax any of those today, so we can't do that, but pretty neat, actually. I imagine some rares and stuff that could be very, very cool. And then we've got Stag and Doe Party. And as we've had the official reveal of the new great one being Mule Deer, that is going to be sweet. We could put this one together. I have been, for a very long time, saving like random rare does, mule deer, other species. It looks like we just have 2 dilutes here, just in case any multi-mount like this would ever come out. We've got one for mule deer, and for this mount, we're going to jump to a second lodge to place both that and probably things such as the extra things we taxed today. So what we'll do then is take down this diamond red deer. For that, we'll do the Stag and Doe Party. Oh, look at the dilute. Oh my goodness. Even like the detail on the ears. Awesome looking models. And of course, that big diamond buck at the front. I want to just like quickly cycle through the poses. Got a feeding pose. That, oh boy. I think I might have a new favorite. We haven't gone through them all already, but I love little things like that where they're interacting. There's a tar one like that with the tar multi-mount that's very similar. 1 male and 2 females. Similar type of thing that I really like. That is quite cool though. Kind of all looking to the side. Yeah, I'm gonna say that is my new favorite by far. And we need some other rare mule deer doe. Maybe 1 dilute and 1 mela or albino or whatever. That is really nice. We've also got our other Manitoban elk. Just to show you in the full body pose. No snow on there. Again, someday if we could toggle snow on for those mounts, that's a thing in real life, and it looks really, really nice. Regardless, seeing it in the harvest screen is pretty cool on its own. And then finally, we didn't tax a wood duck. Probably should have. We have the pintail that we taxed. Let's pick a random common duck to remove. This mallard will work. And in its place, the northern pintail. This is what I wanted to see, like the wings out and stuff. Really nice looking birds. That kind of green under feathers there on the wing. And then the thing that they get their name for, the long feather on the tail. Really cool looking birds. I'm so happy to see them come to the Hunter Call of the Wild. And there's so many other things we could take a look at in the trophy lodge here. For instance, I want to look at the new albino muleys. By the way, we have the geese hold up. Light gray leucistic looks entirely different. Glad we stopped and saw this. What else do we have here? Whoa. What the heck is white hybrid? Would that be bald leucistic that has changed, I think? That almost has to be what that is. Just looking at the neck and stuff, that is a different looking thing for sure, but I don't mind it. Change of name and everything. There is a mela. They are going to be probably harder to spot. You can see that it is melanistic, but they do have the white patch still underneath the neck. I think that's all the ones we have placed here. There's the mountain goats, by the way. Huge diamond there, and our mela. Totally forgot about that. Man, I would love to see one of those again someday. We never did find a male mountain goat today, so that'll be something to look forward to. What the heck is that thing? That's the new brown hybrid? Whoa. So we have white and brown hybrid. That's a crazy looking goose. I sure hope they're actually rare now. Because something looking like that, obviously you don't see a Canada goose like that every day. You know, if we're going to say that's what the brown hybrids look like, there were none of those in that last flock. And basically every flock of geese in the past did have some of those. So I'm thinking probably that is changed, and maybe brown hybrids are properly rare. That would be fantastic news. But then finally, the last thing I wanted to take a quick look at, I knew we had an albino mule deer here in the lodge as well. Did they change the leucistic pheasants? I can't tell if it's supposed to be like that or not. It doesn't look bad, but it's also kind of weird at the same time. Anyway, the albino mule deer, again, that big, thick neck just looks like a mature buck. Really nice. Just such upgrades all around. Whether it's here in the trophy lodge, the animals themselves on the hoof, getting to see the new map, the snow, gathering on the backs of the animals, that showing up in the harvest screen, the eyes of the things we took close-up looks today. I'm just blown away with this update, and I cannot wait to continue hunting it down the road. This guy's still clipping through the wall. Maybe just about every pose does it. We might need to find him a new home somewhere. I mean, we can do that, but I don't think it shows it as well as it possibly can. I love that rack, though. One of the coolest diamond racks ever for anything, in my opinion, and we got it out here on our first hunt on Askiy Ridge. I'm still trying to say it properly. Got a diamond bison as well. That was incredible. Cannot wait for more. There will be a live stream as well today, maybe going by now. I try to let the videos go so you guys can at least see them before we start the stream, but I'm going to be pretty excited to get back out there. We shall see. Awesome stuff. Looking forward to a whole lot more with this update and on Alberta in general. But on that note, that's going to do it for this video. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time, and that next time will be very soon.